In the years leading up to the American Revolution, the galvanizing example of government overreaching were the so-called general warrants and writs of assistance that authorized the king's agents to break into the homes of scores of innocent citizens in an indiscriminate search for the anonymous authors of pamphlets criticizing the King of England. Writs of assistance, for example, authorized customs agents, quote, to break open doors, chests, trunks, and other packages in an indiscriminate search for stolen goods, without specifying either the goods to be searched or the houses to be seized. In a famous attack on the constitutionality of the writs of assistance in 1761, James Otis said, "It is a power that places the liberty of every man in the hand of every petty officer." John Adams said of James Otis's speech, "Then and there, the child independence was born." As a result, many state constitutions during the Revolutionary era adopted versions of what would become the Fourth Amendment. That declares, quote, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated.
Gonna connect to the coffee now. 2350. I'm George 51.
So is it necessary to go that far, sir?
George 51?
We're not harassing you. We're we're patrolling our area. Please listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not arguing with that part.
We're patrolling our area.
I'm not arguing.
We're trying to. It's crime suppression. Okay,
Not,
you
yes,
didn't
sir.
commit a crime.
Thank you for your service. I'm not arguing with that.
Like my partner said, you're here in a parking lot. This is for a business that's been closed for 2 hours.
First one's
Okay, we roll up. You see a vehicle here.
Yes.
You see boxes in there. That's fine. And all we ask, we're just going to check you and then send you on your way.
The Fourth Amendment protects me from unreasonable searches and seizures.
We're not searching you, sir.
My papers and effects. My papers is my driver's license. My papers. You understand? The Fourth Amendment protects my papers.
Your ID is issued by the state.
My ID is considered a paper. The lawyers and courts have decided that.
Then you can decide in court. Okay, we're not in court right now.
So you're going to punish me by putting me through the process I shouldn't have to go through. That is not what you swore an oath to. Texas Penal Code 3802 is a secondary charge.
Checking a vehicle, 15061 Horizon. Oh, Texas King Tom Paul, 2801.
But it's not necessary to go that far, sir.
Also, get a history on that 28.
Well, a guy like me it is, okay? I don't think you've dealt with someone like me before. And I've had too many problems. That's why I left the state of Louisiana, because they have a charge there called resisting an officer, where I've been arrested many times.
Well, see, right now is you're interfering with our duties.
Oh, no.
You know?
Texas Penal Code 38.15. I've already been arrested for that. I already know about that one, too.
I know you have.
Okay, so you already know me.
Huh? I don't know you. I don't know what your name and date of birth is.
Well,
if I knew that, then I'd have already had it and I'd have run it.
All right.
So if you're not going to provide that,
what I want to see is, I want to see if you have a primary charge to arrest me for before you...
primary charge.
Primary charge?
I don't need a primary charge.
Yes, sir, you do. I'm not trying to be hard with you. I'm trying to live by the law here. That is the law in this state.
You're making it a lot more difficult than it has to be.
You know what? They all say that.
In Pasco County, we are pulled over, towing our motorcycle back home in Pasco County, Florida. Police have pulled me, my father, and my uncle over. He's coming to my door.
How are we doing tonight?
Doing well. How about yourself, sir?
Good. You got your driver's license registration on you, sir?
Yes.
You got your ID on you too, sir?
I'm a passenger. I'm not required to identify myself.
In the state of Florida, you are?
That's national law, Fourth Amendment.
In
I'm
the
not
state
required.
of Florida, you are?
Sir, I'm a passenger. I'm not required to identify myself to you.
So, look, if you want to play that game, okay, you can go ahead and get yours out. If you want to play that game, we can pull you out and I can take you to jail for resisting.
Resisting arrest? You're going to arrest me for that?
Yes, sir. So, in the state of Florida, you are required to identify yourself, even as a passenger.
Listen, man, we're not somebody who likes to write tickets. Honestly, we ID you. We tell you about what's going on. We kind of pretty much just get you on your way.
Okay.
But you got to ID yourself, man.
I'm not required to identify myself to you.
The state of Florida, yes, you are, brother. Listen, my man, you can tell us who he is. We can do it from there.
That's my son.
Okay, what's his name?
Marcus Johnson.
What's that?
Dad, come on.
Come on now. I don't want to go to jail tonight. I don't need this.
Listen,
there's such thing as the Fourth Amendment.
Marcus. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Here's my license, my registration, my insurance.
Thank you. Where you guys heading tonight?
I just moved here last week to 7410 Westway.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay. He was here helping me. He found a motorcycle for cheap. It wasn't working, so I put it on a tow dolly that I had. And I live right down the street here. I just moved in.
I got you. So, I'm going to hand this to Deputy Dunn.
Okay.
All I'm going to say is take a minute, talk to your son. Honest to God, it's really going to be fairly easy for you, okay? Deputy Dunn does not write citations. It's not something I do either.
Okay.
We kind of like to tell people about it's kind of like a corrective thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But when it gets escalated to this, he doesn't want to identify himself. From there, he's interfering with an investigation, things like that. You can be taken to jail for that. Okay? And I don't want to do that. I don't want.
That's fine. Let me give you my attorney's card. Can I get my attorney's card for you?
Sure.
I'm gonna give you my attorney's card, and you feel free to give him a call.
I'm not gonna call him.
Okay.
I have no need to call him.
I like it.
And one more that I want to pull up here that I've cited often from Patrick Henry, and I think this is just a great one to finish up on. He said, show me, this is in the Virginia Ratifying Convention, again, summer of 1788. He said, show me that age and country where the rights and liberties of the people were placed on the sole chance of their rulers being good men without a consequent loss of liberty. Patrick Henry, James Madison, and so many others knew that if you trusted people with power, that power would always grow, and on the ruins of it would be our liberty.
To the back of the cruiser, and they're at this point playing good cop, bad cop. This officer, hey man, I just want to tell you, we're good guys and this and that and the other. And he says, this did not have to go this way. I say, I completely agree. If you all would just follow the law, it did not have to go this way. At that point, he continued to speak for a little bit of time. At the end of his speech, I said, I'm exercising my right to remain silent. He said, that's fine. But, I think they're just going to let you go if you just cooperate. I said, I have cooperated within the bounds of the law. That is your decision from here. At this point, he shuts the door. A few moments later, an officer gets into the front seat of the car, transports me to the Pasco County Jail. At the Pasco County Jail, I continued exercising my right to remain silent. The officers continued to try and question me after I had requested an attorney several times. I requested that they allow me to call my attorney. So I refused to answer any questions in the Pasco County Sheriff's Office until I could speak to my attorney. I was there for several hours. Obviously, I can't count the time. Requested several times to be afforded the opportunity to call my attorney, to which I was refused multiple times. I was put in the holding cell. I was told that they would not book me in until I began to answer questions. I was told multiple times as they pulled me out that until I began to answer questions, they would not book me in and I would not be allowed to post bail. I told them that I was prepared to post bail. They would not allow me to post bail with a debit card. So ultimately, I ended up calling a bail bondsman. And I had to pay the bail bondsman just to take my debit card and post bail for me. Money I will not get back. And this is all over a false arrest, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't want to get into opinion right now. I'm just trying to document what was done. I was told that the booking process would take longer because I was refusing to answer questions, which means I was now being punished for exercising the Miranda rights that they had read to me. The booking process took quite a long time. When I was released, I found out, well, when I was released and my property was returned to me, I found, number one, my underwear disappeared, which, okay, whatever. But I also found out that my cellular phone had water damage. Now, all of these officers were aware that I had videotaped the event, and at some point, several officers recognized me as a member of the Wu-Tang. I don't know if they were fans or anything like that. One officer even checked my tattoo to make sure that I actually was Andre Roxx. And I'm sure there was a discussion over whether this video went viral. I also understand that several prominent members of the community, which will remain nameless for the time being, contacted the jail. So when I returned, my phone had received water damage. I'm assuming in an effort to delete or obscure the video that had been taken of these officers. Luckily for me, I decided to go live on Facebook. But this also caused a tremendous burden in having to call for a ride to come from the jail. I had to walk for several miles in order to get to a McDonald's where I could call for a ride and get picked up. All of that being said, as I said before, I'm just at this point doing a video to document my recollection of the incident as it is fresh in my memory, just for future posterity or any pending court cases or whatever may come up. So I appreciate you all bearing with me. This was not meant to be an entertaining video, so I do appreciate you all bearing with me on this. Thank you.